Good morning, this is Ashish Taneja. I'm a trainer for IELTS, TOEFL, PT and CELPEP at Sunshine English Academy, Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi. And my phone number is 9818411822. Well, today I'll be giving you all some tips on writing as well as on speaking part 1. For example, if we have to do exemplification in writings, then we can use connectors like to illustrate, for example, or for instance. On the other hand, if you want to do explanation, then you can use connectors like put differently, namely, in other words, etc. Thank you. Now, let's move down to the speaking part 1. Well, I have book 16 with me here, and I'll be performing an entire test, part 1, which is test 2 in book number 16. First, when you enter the room for the speaking test, they ask you about your name. So when they ask you, what is your name? You should always say your full name, that is, my name is Ashish Taneja. Then they'll ask you, how can I address you? You should always say your preferred name. Like in my case, I always say you can address me as Ashish. Then they will ask you a question which could be related to anything that you know about or you might not know about. So in case you do not have any information about, you can always say, could you please change the question? I have no idea about it. However, if you know the answer, then you should describe most of the things about that thing. Like let's say, if they ask you, describe a historical monument, then in this case, a person like me would prefer to talk about Taj Mahal because that's the easiest one. So I'll start my presentation live. Well, here I would like to discuss about the Taj Mahal, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is situated in the city of Agra, which is in the state of Uttar Pradesh in India. Well, this was made by Shah Jahan, and approximately 20,000 peasants and laborers were used in order to build this monument. It is indeed a symbol of love and the most beautiful wonders of the world. Thank you. Now moving to the first part. Here I have questions like, do you have a favorite flower or plant? Well, to answer such questions, you need to give your reasons as well. Like why or why not. If I say that my favorite flower is rose, then I have to say the reasons behind it, that why it's my favorite. So let's begin with it. Do you have a favorite flower or plant? Yes, indeed. My favorite flower is rose flower, and it's a red rose to be precise. It's because it's a symbol of love, and the touch and feel of the flower is mesmerizing. Thank you. The next question is, what kinds of flowers and plants grow near where you live? Well, where I live, usually I have the neem tree, and along with that, a couple of more trees like in Hindi we call it peepal, and we have sandalwood where I live, because these are grown in the tropical regions, and I reside in the tropical region. Thank you. Is it important to you to have flowers and plants in your home? Well, yes, indeed, it's very important to have flowers and plants in my home because it makes the aura different and it keeps you positive and energetic throughout the day as well as throughout your life. Thank you. Have you ever bought flowers for someone else? Well, yes, I have bought flowers for people because I love gifting flowers, as it not just represents you, but it also represents the feelings which you are carrying for the person you're visiting. Thank you. So this was all about part 1 speaking. Thank you. Bye-bye.